Soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this guy, McAllister, is someone I see as the linchpin in this side. He's a playmaker who loves that little left-sided channel to release people further up the pitch. But I also like to see him play centrally at times. I think he's just very, very good in the number 10 position, and he's got a great understanding of that role.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Good read, needed to be. And he's gone looking for safety. Looking for options for movement. Isak receives it in a good position here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Soboslai goes steaming forward. That's going to go a long way. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Has a look and plays it forward. Mohamed Salah. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, Isak! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Liverpool have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Salah gets a good foot in there.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Gravenberch. And here's Gravenberch. McAllister. Van Dijk makes the interception. And here's Wirtz. Might be danger here. Could move up a gear here. Gomez calmly anticipates. Konate cuts it out. McAllister. McAllister. That's a nicely shaped ball. Brilliantly cut out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That is good alertness. Wirtz. McAllister. Now it's Isak. Gravenberg. No, again there's no way through. Gravenberg. And it's Wirtz. And he's chosen to go back. And it's made its way to him. Turns and goes back. Takes a shot. Now, who's going to be first to this? Out of play for a throw. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
McAllister, spread out to the left, played back into the centre. Nice looking ball, and he's picked it up out wide. There's no flag. Takes a shot, and it's come back out to him. It's in! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Pass somewhat off target. And here's Isak.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Soboslai. Gakpo. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's half-time here. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Liverpool are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So once again, we're underway. Now it's Soboslai.
Oh, really well played.
He's got away. Ah, that's a fine interception. Gravenberg. Soboslai. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Can he get it through? Some good work on the right flank here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Salah. Mohamed Salah! It's off target and by quite a way.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And here's Isak. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Now it's Mohamed Salah, played out to the right, swept in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Gravenberg. Threads one in. There's the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Isak, that's a cute ball. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Mohamed Salah, distributed tidily. Fires it in low. And it's hoisted clear.
Such good technique.
Liverpool keep calm in the face of danger. Great vision. Gravenberg gets over and intercepts. Liverpool finding their passes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gomez with the clearance. And it's Szoboszlai. Mohamed Salah, who does have an assist to his name. Szoboszlai. And he's managed to get free. McAllister. Gravenberg. He's on it, can he get away? Isak. And he cuts out the supply. Van Dijk is the guilty party there. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 10, McAllister.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Number 14, Number 17.
Robertson cuts out the pass.
Substitutions taking place.
Liverpool perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He has found a way through. Oh, there's a probing ball.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Nicely worked. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Isak really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because...
Decent chance! It's a goal! And the comeback is complete! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Liverpool take the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Isak.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Isak. Liverpool needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Dealt with nicely by the defence. He's found a way past. And there's the shot!
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Szoboszlai. And it's Salah. Very much into the last knockings. He's picked his way through. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Robertson to McAllister.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Gravenberg. Szoboszlai. 2 minutes to be added on. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Liverpool have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Mohamed Salah taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Terrific recovery, a really fine... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
The instantly recognisable Signal Iduna Park, one of Europe's most unforgettable stadia. The action has already started. Salah. Wits. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy, Florian Wirtz, is the latest in...
Shoots! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Mohamed Salah. Soboslai, he's having a go! Just sails past the upright.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Isak. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah is onto this. Madrid leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. McAllister. Bellingham.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Looking for the run. This looks promising. Now it's Rodrigo. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And Garcia.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
He has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Now it's Wirtz. Wirtz! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Turns and goes back. McAllister.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He can run onto that. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Soboslai. McAllister. Nicely shaped ball. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Chouameni. He is through here. Lovely bit of skill. Vinicius Junior. Frimpong did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was...
Can he finish? And he hits the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So that's 2 now with... And the shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Deftly away. And they're back on the ball again. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. He's looking wide. That is good alertness. Robertson. And it's Gravenberg. And here's Mohamed Salah. And he's had a hit! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Vinicius Junior.
There will be 1 minute
Valverde.
added time.
And it's Tchouaméni. And Rodrigo. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Madrid go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. So off we go once more. Gravenberch. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Can he spark a counter here? Valverde. Out to the left it goes. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. McAllister, and it's Salah. Now it's Isak. Vids, that's a nicely shaped ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He shifted it to the flank.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's worked it through. Mbappe picks it up out wide. It's a good foot in there. McAllister. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Mbappe. Vids. Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. Madrid in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Rodrigo hurtling down that right flank. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Tchouaméni gathers from the goal kick. Vinicius Junior. And he's there to belt it away.
This match was 60,179.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. And they can counter here. Howson gets over and intercepts. McAllister knocks it into space. Eder Militao makes the interception. Gets good distance on it. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Szoboszlai. Oh, this is a great... It's Salah! They've done it! Back to within 1. Interesting. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Vinicius Junior. He can get that clear. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Vinicius Junior. Szoboszlai was in no mood for any of that. And here's Mohamed Salah. Szoboszlai. And he's had it nicked away.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach. He's had a shot! They've scored! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Liverpool looking to pass their way through.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Substitution on the field. Number 5.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 14, Treino. Number 8, Federico Valverde.
Just 5 minutes left.
Number 11, Rodrigo.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Junior. Coming on the field.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Number 6.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Mbappe tries a shot off the post. Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind.
Has a shot!
Added time.
Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now that looks a decent ball. Now there's the shot! He has done it! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. More or less by himself and we're done. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, this must be one of the most spectacular sights in football. Stand upon stand, stacked each on top of the other, right up to the sky, in order to accommodate the vast fan base of La Boca's Docklands. And already we're underway here. Oh, well played. Can he get it through?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Szoboszlai. Now it's Mohamed Salah. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this guy, McAllister, is someone I see as the linchpin in this side. He's a playmaker who loves that little left-sided channel to release people further up the pitch. But I also like to see him play centrally at times. I think he's just very, very good in the number 10 position, and he's got a great understanding of that role.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Oh, no joy this time. Chouameni. No lack of adventure up to now, just no breakthrough. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's got away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Szoboszlai.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Isak. Oh, that looks a good ball through. He's picked his... Oh, shooting chance! There it is! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time.
There's the shot!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Looking for options for movement. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Bellingham. He's having a go! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Nice looking ball. Mohamed Salah. Shapes to shoot! Madrid are looking to break at pace. Oh, perfectly measured that. And it's made its way to him. Can he finish? Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Now it's Valverde, and that could set him on his way. Tries a shot! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's gone looking for safety. Very nicely done. Threads one in. He's being urged to shoot. Showing good feet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. McAllister. And it's Salah! Big chance! Fran Garcia gets it clear. And it's Gravenberch. Takes a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Mohamed Salah has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Wriggles his way through. Can he finish? It's in! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And we've reached half-time. Madrid come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Madrid are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. That gets things going for the second half. Szoboszlai, Frimpong. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gravenberch. Chouameni. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Bellingham. Rodrigo. And he's on his way. And the shot! Sticks it away! 2 to the good. And they are purring. Absolutely purring. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
He has found the way through. Decent chance! He scores! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Bellingham. And there's a searching pass. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Bellingham. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now this could be a chance. Szoboszlai. Isak.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Frimpong. Yeah, he's fouled him there. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Madrid are down to 10 men. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And this is Mohamed Salah.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually...
Wirtz! Keeper's not concerned by that. Frimpong gets a foot in here. Salah. Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. Just eases him off the ball. Goulet. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Tchouaméni. Oh, that's superb. Mohamed Salah! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Mohamed Salah has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And he's going to have his name taken. He has a look up. Brilliantly cut out. McAllister. Wirtz, given the lift of his goal. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's free, he has got space. Rudiger, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rudiger. Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni. Bellingham. And it's Arda Güler. Robertson. McAllister. And Gravenberch. Now it's Isak. And no, that was never going to make it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Madrid can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And he shoots! He's got a goal!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, that's fabulous. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Goulart goes steaming forward. It's a promising position. He is through here. Arda Goulart. Chance! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is...
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Señoras y señores, solamente se permite beber en las áreas indicadas en el mapa. Muchas gracias.